What's going on, everybody? Get the Raging Rob here. I'm probably gonna put this video on another channel, not my main one because of flags. I'm, I still got like 2 or 3 channels that have strikes on them. I'm waiting for those strikes to fall off. So anyway, I just watched the Abomb video. It was an hour and 12 minutes long, where Abomb was bitching and bitching and bitching about how Steel 58 and 8 Camel Toes and Joker's Wild, who's harassing him, harassing his wife, harassing he says his daughter's off the grid, or harassing his family, and God knows, sending him mail, spamming his phone. And then I said, you know what? When I started watching the video, I started feeling for the A-Bomb. Like, I kind of feel for your A-Bomb because Latherland did the same shit to me. If y'all remember who Latherland was, he was a guy that stalked me on Twitter and YouTube for fucking 7 years before he offed himself. So I was about halfway through the video. I started feeling for the A-Bomb. I left a few comments in there as I was watching the video, and I told A-Bomb, hey, I guess from my understanding, A-Bomb moved, and I'm not aware of it. I guess he went down to Alabama or something. I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, I gave my thoughts as I was watching the video. I left about 5 or 6 comments, and I said, hey, kind of feel for you. I'm sorry this happened to you. It happened to me with Latherland, Latherland was sick. He was a sick troll. He really was. He was passionate, stalking me. He was obsessed. For the most part, I didn't let it get to me because I blocked him on Twitter. I blocked him here and there and that. But he would still come after my family. He still pissed me off. But he never sent anything to my address. He never called me on the phone. And there's a reason why, because I didn't put that shit out there. So the A-Bomb comes on here, wishing Steel 58 dead, wishing Joker's Wild dead. You gotta understand something. Joker's Wild is a troll. That's what he does. It's minimal what he does. Joker's Wild is smart up here. He really is. He's smart. I think he's got a wife and a real job. He doesn't take this shit serious. But stupid people out there, oh, he's a homeless bum or whatever the fuck. They said the same thing about El Presador, saying El Presador, he just lives homelessly with his fucking 8 cats or whatever. You think El Presador gives a shit about what the fuck happens in the YouTube world? And that's how Joker's Wild is. You think he has a time to call A-Bomb's phone 400 fucking times a day? I mean, about halfway through the video, I started realizing, wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. You're up here posting your fucking address like this. Hey, look at everybody, my fucking address. What is this? Fucking... Somebody sent something about some conference October 7th with Riley Gaines in Grand Rapids or something. I don't know. I got in the mail. I don't know. If you haven't noticed, the last 3 years on YouTube, I've been politically involved heavily in politics. There's a reason I walked away from the TTC, because of people like A-Bomb. I walked away from this shit. I started getting in politics. I'm heavily involved with politics now. I joined the militia. I learned a lot of things in the militia, survival skills. I got my little group going on of constitutionalists. We do our things. We go to our meetings, and we go to town hall meetings. We go to school board meetings. We host protests and rallies against the governor, and just other political issues. We do petition drives. We try to take this state back as good as we can against the tyranny that's happening. That's what I've been involved with the last 3.5 years on YouTube, basically. I left the TTC. I exited out of the TTC back in like late 2018. I was done with it. When the NFL started their bullshit with the racism, the kneeling for the flag, and the rainbow cults, I said, I'm done with this. I'm not going to give money to an organization that can't leave politics out of sports. Okay? It's not a wise idea to bring politics into sports. If you're going to do that, I'm not going to be part of it. I've spent money, a couple $100 here and there, watching the Arizona Cardinals play in person when I lived in Phoenix. Okay? I'm not going to be part of it. You know, just like these corporations. You run a business, you know, you hire people. If I run a business and I hire people, I'm not going to take your political affiliation into consideration if I hire you. I want you to do a good quality job. Whatever you do on social media, I don't give a shit. Don't bring it to work. That's all I'm asking. Don't bring your problems to work. Don't care if you're liberal, conservative, independent, centrist, whatever the fuck, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, Green Party, Socialist Party, Socialist Communist Party. I don't give a shit. Don't bring your fucking politics to work. That's all I ask. That's how you run a business. You don't bring your politics into your business. You leave it out. That's why I'm done with the TTC. I'm done with the NFL. So the A-Bomb comes on here and bitches and moans and complains for an hour and a half how Daniel Steele, whatever his name, Steel 58, is the worst human being he's ever met. And I started realizing, hey, wait a minute. The A-Bomb. This is a guy who stalked people, who slandered people. I mean, the A-Bomb back in like 2015, 16, 17, 18. I mean, this guy, he said some of the worst shit you could possibly think of. You know, stuff that I couldn't even think of off this planet would come out of A-Bomb's mouth. That's who he was. And a lot of the TTC didn't like that. If your kid had cancer, he would talk about it. If your mom had herpes, A-Bomb would talk about it. If your grandma was dying of liver disease, A-Bomb would talk about it. If your kid had to shave their head because they had leukemia, A-Bomb would talk about it. If your wife was paralyzed from a mass shooting, A-Bomb would talk about it. You know, if your kid was autistic, A-Bomb would talk about it. A lot of people don't like that. You know, he sided with Latherland, and he said he made rape jokes about my niece, who was like 12, 13 years old at the time. She's almost 20 years old now, okay, and she's getting on with her life. She's got a good job, okay. She's almost 20 years old now. The niece in question, I'm not gonna say her name, you know, getting on with her life, okay. Basically, you bring your problems to YouTube, you're going to have problems. A-Bomb. Who brought their wife on camera? That was you. You brought your wife on camera, the Lady Bomb. And people talked about her. But yeah, now you can't handle it. You trash people. The A-Bomb has trashed people for years. Slandered their families, accused me of raping my niece, and all this other shit. He did it with Latherland. And now the table's reversed. And now he dished it out. He dished it out for years, and now he can't take it. So I don't know the full story. I left the TTC in 2018. So I don't know the full story, what happened between him and Steel 58 and Bobby Lambert and Joker's Wild, Aaron Swan. Allegedly, they've been stalking him for years and sending mail to his house and a bunch of other shit that I'm not even going to get into. It's stupid. You know, A-Bomb, what does A-Bomb do? He shows this envelope with this address right on it. You fucking dumbass. You're asking to get doxxed again. Nobody has my address. And you listen, you know, if you try to dox me. I live out in the country. Nobody has my phone number unless I give it out. Nobody has my address unless I give it out. You know, the same thing with my brother. You know, I'm gonna be totally honest. My brother, he went off the grid. You're not gonna hear from my brother probably ever again. He's went off Facebook, YouTube. He's off the grid. The thing about my brother, he met a good woman and he went off the grid. He doesn't even live in Michigan anymore. He doesn't. He sold his house. He cashed out. He went off the grid. And I applaud him for that. I'm not going to say where he's at. I know where he's at. I'm not going to say it. But he's not even in the state. He hasn't been in the state for a long time. He went off the grid. I partially went off the grid. Partially. You know, I stopped the truck driving thing. I sold my truck and I cashed out and said, you know what? Fuck it. You know, the New World Order and the global elites, they're fortifying their positions. And, you know, I got my guns. I got months worth of canned foods and the supplies I need in case the grid goes down. If YouTube and the social media goes down today, I'm going to be fine. I don't depend on this shit. But the A-Bomb, he lives for this shit. He lives for this shit. This shit is life and death to the A-Bomb. He made a video. He was literally threatening to kill Steel 58. He was all kinds of things I can't even say on social media. The A-Bomb, he dished it out for so many years, and now he's getting it back for so many years, and he can't handle it. He's just a fat tub of shit. Okay, I'm surprised the A-Bomb hasn't died of a fucking heart artery problem by now. Honestly, I'm surprised that Bobby Lambert died before him. I'm surprised that he outlived Bobby. I know Bobby had some alcohol problems and probably died of liver disease or whatever he died of. He died in his sleep. He didn't commit suicide. That's been confirmed by his wife. You know, God rest his soul. The A-Bomb's been on here breathing hard, and he's lost some weight. Got to give credit. He had to leave his truck driving job years ago because of a health problem, and I don't know what else the hell his problem is. What is the A-Bomb's problem? Seriously, what's his fucking problem? Jesus Christ. He's mad at me. I mean, he got butthurt in 2016. Here's what happened. In 2016, he made a podcast with a bowling alley, Big Bob Bull Ben or something up in Washington. I mean, he trolled me for a long time before that. And I contacted the bowling alley saying, hey, you're making a podcast with this guy. This is what this guy has done. Okay, he's slandered people's families. He's accused me of raping my niece and shit like that. He's done these things. So I contacted the bowling alley saying, hey, he's done these things. And what did the bowling alley owner do? The bowling alley owner, instead of, hey, you know, what's going on here? They went on camera with the owner himself went on camera with the A-Bomb and started slandering me. So I'm like, fuck you guys. So I took it upon myself and gave some nice reviews for the business. God forbid, a year later, the guy dropped dead of a heart attack in his sleep. And a year after that, the family ended up selling the bowling alley. So, and A-Bomb has always had a grudge against me for that. You know, because the owner of the bowling alley decided to slander me. A-Bomb has always had a grudge. Here's the thing about the A-Bomb, you know. This is something I don't do. I don't hold grudges. I've held grudges. I've done that before. Held grudges in the past. I don't do it. It's too much weight on my shoulder to wake up in the morning pissed off at this person day after day after day after day. You must be a fucking loser if you got to wake up in the morning and be pissed at somebody over every single solitary fucking day. Even Latherland, when Latherland died, when I woke up in the morning, I didn't think about Latherland. I just went about my day. Opened Twitter, and there's Latherland trolling me again. I said, you know what? Fuck that guy. You know? That's how I dealt with it. Oh, he was bashing me on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Fuck him. but I ignored it. My brother couldn't ignore it, because he was kind of trolling my brother and trolling his daughter and shit like that. And that's when it went a little too far. But I told my brother straight up, block the motherfucker. Block him, and he's out of your life. And then I found out Latherland drunk poison and went to sleep and never woke up. Have I ever wished death on Latherland? No. Am I glad that Latherland's dead? I'm a Jesus-fearing Christian. I'm not going to say that. When Latherland died, I sent my condolences to his family. I got a hold of his female friend and said, hey, sorry you lost your friend, And she thanked me, and that was that. That's how I am as a person. There's some people that can get on here, on the internet, on YouTube, and they take this shit too seriously. People like Charles Wimberly, or whatever his name, Charlton Art Wimberly, Fart Wimberly. He gets on here and he just takes this shit too damn serious. Change your fucking phone number, throw the fucking, D-Town had a good advice. Change your fucking phone number, throw the mail in the garbage, and be done with it. I get spam mail all the time. I get spam mail from the NRA all the time. That shit goes right in the fucking garbage. Okay? Let me go on an anti-NRA rant for a little bit. I'm a big gun enthusiast. Have been for many years. I support the Second Amendment. The NRA, they've done shit. Okay? As far as protecting my rights. Okay? Oh, what are you going to do when Obama has gun confiscation and blah, 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 they're going to confiscate guns door to door? They said that shit back in 2012. Here we are, 2023. Nobody's came for my guns. Yet. I mean, the NRA has had raffling off an AR-15 or raffling off a 12 gauge or, shit like that. The NRA sells memberships. I don't believe the NRA is responsible for all these mass shootings. I gotta be honest, they have funneled some money around. They have, the big problem with the left, they think the NRA buys out these politicians, and then in return, these politicians strike down these gun control bills. Because they're bought out from the NRA, The NRA, I'm going to be honest, they have funneled out money to politicians. I'm going to be honest. But the one thing about the NRA, they sell memberships. I don't believe they're responsible for the death of some high schooler in Oxford, Michigan. Or, it's stupid. That's a leftist point of view. That's why we call them leftists. They're fucking dumber than the fucking hand controller I have here. But anyway, I get shit in the mail from the NRA. Today, I dropped the NRA in 2018. After I found out what a sham organization they were. And Wayne Lapierre, he's a fucking scam artist. He's no better than the CEO of the Red Cross, another scam artist. Wayne Lapierre does not give a shit about your rights. He comes up here with the sob story. It's depressing what happened with these school kids and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, Wayne. The only thing you fucking care about is about your $10 million fucking yacht, 3 bitches sucking your cock in the Atlantic Ocean. That's all you fucking care about. You don't care about the kids. You don't care about our gun rights. That's a fact. Okay? I care about the kids. I've been pushing right here in the state of Michigan at rallies and whatever, petitioning and helping, trying to push to get laws on the books to make sure every school in the state of Michigan has a security system, okay, in place where these mass shooters can't get in. That's what I've been doing. My county has that system in place, and we haven't had a mass shooting at any school in my county, ever. So I've been pushing for the whole state of Michigan to get it. I've been pushing with, writing legislators and, trying to get this system put in place. That's what I've been doing, as well as protecting our gun rights. The NRA keeps sending me shit in the mail. It goes right to the fucking garbage. So that's my NRA rant. Point being, you get junk mail on the fucking in your mailbox, it goes right in the fucking garbage. I get it all the time, spam mail. Here's a hint, A-Bomb. Take D-Town's advice, take my advice. You get shit mail, you don't have a stockpile of it. I'm going to go to the post office and press charge. What does it say? You showed the fucking mail. What is it addressed to? Bobby Lambert, Daniel Steele, Aaron Swan, you know, the Kingdom Kong of fucking Kong Kingdom. Okay? Whoever the fuck it's mail, it doesn't say Charlton Wimberly on there. It doesn't say Fart Wimberly on there. It says Aaron Swan, Bobby Lambert. Guess what? Bobby Lambert's dead. Here's what you got: a shredder. I got a shredder in my back bedroom. I get that fucking shit mail. It goes right to the fucking shredder, and I'm done with it. Don't need to get on YouTube, make an hour and a half live stream about it. It's done. It's out of my head. It keeps coming. It goes right to the fucking shredder again. Then I throw the fucking shredder, the shit in the shredder right in the garbage. And then garbage day, the garbage man picks it up, throws it in his fucking truck, and it goes out to the fucking goddamn dump where it goes into the fucking ground and rots. Okay? That's where it belongs. This fucking fat fuck gets on here and he complains for an hour and a half about how he wants Still 58 to die. How about all this mail he's getting. Oh, I got 400 phone calls in one day. Get the fuck out of here. A-Bomb has brought it upon himself. He brought his wife on YouTube. He showed his address on YouTube. He brought it on himself. He brought it on himself. Well, I got a daughter who's off the grid. Thank God she wasn't harassed. Yeah, your daughter's smart. Guess what? I get a lot of trolls on here. You know why I get a lot of trolls on here? I kind of ask for it. I do a lot of YouTube videos. I do a lot of TikTok videos. I'm a big Michigan political activist. So the shit comes my way. If you're out there in fame, you're gonna get the shit. My brother doesn't get the shit. You know why my brother doesn't get the shit? Because my brother met a nice woman. He moved out of state and he went off the grid. So my brother's done with this crap, and I can't fucking blame him. I recently tried to invite my brother to a rally, and he's like, I don't want any part of it. I'm like, okay. My brother met a nice woman. He moved out of state. He went off the grid. And guess what? And guess what else? He's not getting all this shit. I am. I'm a big Michigan political activist. You see how active I am on Twitter and Facebook and, on YouTube. I just, I get it. Do I dish it out? Well, a little bit with the libtards. And I get it. I don't go around posting my address. I don't go around posting my phone number. I don't go around putting family members on here that don't want to be on here. And guess what? They don't get harassed. So I got some advice for A-Bomb. Well, my wife had to delete her Facebook. Right. You brought your wife on here. I'm not saying what happened to A-Bomb is right. People harassing him. I'm not saying that. But when you fuck around, you find out. The A-Bomb fucked around for years, trolling people. He would bring up people's kids. He would say... I actually got a video of the A-Bomb wishing death on people's kids. I don't know who it was. I think it was somebody on Facebook. He made a video saying, oh, I wish your kids die, and shit like that. But then when it comes back to him, he actually went on video saying that he was going to go to Colorado and things I can't even say on camera. Yeah. Straight up death threat. That's how nutty he is. He's got screws loose. He shouldn't be on YouTube. If he can't handle YouTube, get the fuck off. I've been on YouTube since 2009. After all the shit that Latherland dished out to me, guess what? I'm still here. It's obvious that the A-Slob can't handle it. It's obvious that Fart Wimberly can't handle it. This is his life. A-Bomb lives for this stuff. He really does. He is the master of trolls, or he's just fucking stupid. One or the other. But he lives for this shit. He really does. I mean, it's entertaining. It really is. Watching his YouTube is entertaining. But he lives for this shit. Okay? If the grid goes down tomorrow, he would die of a heart attack because he can't make a fucking YouTube video against Steel 58. That's who A-Bomb is. If the grid goes down tomorrow, I'm already prepared. I got lots of canned food. I got my rifle. I can go into the fucking woods and go hunting and get the food that I need. I got lots of canned food. I got lots of supplies on standby. If the grid goes down tomorrow, I'm good. I am good. The A-Bomb, not so much. See, one thing I learned in the militia, survival skills. And we're not talking eating bugs like Klaus Schwab wants us to do. No, we're talking actual survival skills I've learned. Okay? These leftists, these liberal leftists, if the grid goes down, they're fucked. Oh, they got their 15-minute cities where the government will take care of them. Guess what? Us country folks, we live by a different set of rules. We don't need no fucking 15-minute cities. We don't want no fucking electric cars. We don't want none of that shit, okay? We know how to survive if the grid goes down. A-Bomb, he ain't gonna survive if the grid goes down. He's gonna die of a heart attack. That's the difference between me and the A-Bomb. He lives for YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube, 2-3 weeks. And I just came back a couple days ago. I've been busy with life. I've been busy taking care of things, training, going to the gym, working. I've been busy with shit. Getting shit done here in Michigan, trying to take our state back, I got a friend who's got a petition drive going around. I'm going to help him out with something with the state legislators in Lansing. So I've been busy politically here in Michigan. I haven't had time for YouTube. The A-Bomb lives for this shit. That's the difference between me and him. A-Bomb, there's no help for people like him. I'm out.